Hey, this is Jonesy from Jones TV coming at you with a review for DC's Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, Episode 3. This episode is entitled Shogun, and basically the premise of this episode is Vixen stowed away in the Wave Rider. She basically beats up most of the team, and then she eventually gets captured, and Commander Steel, which is Nate Hayward, and Ray, of course, get blown out of the ship and fly through the time stream to Feudal Japan, where they meet a village of people being ruled by a corrupt shogun who steals Ray's armor and sort of becomes a very powerful enemy and tries to terrorize this village and take Yoshido, this girl, as his wife forcibly. And so the team comes back to the ancient Japan to rescue Ray and Nate. And the whole rescue went down in a very entertaining, fun, and energetic way. The way they portrayed it as so fun, like this whole entire season 2 has just been straight up fun. You know, they know it's a ridiculous show, they know it's a ridiculous premise, and they're playing with that. There's great moments like when Mick fights the ninjas, when he finally gets proof ninjas are real. It's great. The whole idea of that Vixen doesn't like Mick because she's sort of not used to it. Maya thinks that he's a criminal, dirt beat, and he was the one who killed our man. You know, that's a cool dynamic, and Mick can sort of play off Vixen this season, sort of play off Amaya, and there'll be a sweet dynamic there. The whole dynamic between Amaya and Sara was great as well, but the real standout performances here were probably Ray and the guy who plays Ray, Brandon Ruth, and the guy who plays Nathan Hayward, who I cannot think of his name right now, but their performances were standout because they sort of buddied up. Nate sort of learned from Ray, and Ray, in a weird way, learned from Nate, because in the end he realizes, hey, I don't need a suit to be a hero. And he even faces the Shogun with armor, of course, samurai armor, and he faces the Shogun, who has his powerful 21st century suit, with help of Nate, and eventually they both defeat him, and there's this sweet scene. But I really do like the dynamic between those two characters, and I think it'll be great for seasons to come. We also got the revelation that there's a secret room that I believe Rip Hunter hid from the team, and Jax and Stein figure out, but we don't know what the recording the Flash left in that room was. But it'll be cool to figure out, have that plot thread pulled sort of later in the season. But I really did like Shogun, but it didn't have as strong as a plot as the first two episodes. While it was entertaining, while it was fun, it wasn't quite as good as the first two episodes, so I'd have to give this episode probably an 8.0 out of 10. I think that's a fair score for Shogun. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Remember to like and subscribe for more DC TV reviews and